Gentlemen, welcome to the National Timely Action Hour podcast. This is the show where we talk about everything from Indiana Jones to comic books and everything in between. My name is Aiden, and I hope that you're doing well today. Today we are on Season 3, Episode 3. This is the Indiana Jones timeline, and this is going to be encompassing the films and television shows. There are more expanded media, such as novels, comic books, and video games. But I would like to do a separate episode talking about that. Now, I went online to do some research and I broke down each main event within the Indiana Jones timeline. And like I said, this is encompassing just the live action on screen versions. And yeah, so this is a bit more in depth than what I normally do, but I just think that it's pretty interesting to do it this way. And let me know in the comments if you'd like me to re upload some of the other timelines I've done in this specific way. And thank you so much for listening. Let's get started. So, the Indiana Jones timeline begins in the year 1908 with 3 episodes of the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. There's My First Adventure, Passion for Life, and The Perils of Cupid. Then we fast forward to 1910, and we have 2 episodes called Journey of Radiance and Travels, with Father. Then in 1912 we have the opening flashback scene in The Last Crusade. Then in 1916 we have several episodes. We have Spring Break Adventure, Love Sweet Song, Trenches of Hell, Demons of Deception, Phantom Train of Doom, and Oganga, the Giver and Taker of Life. Then in 1917 we have The Attack of the Hawkmen, Adventures in the Secret Service, Espionage Escapades, Daredevils of the Desert. Then in 1918 we have Tales of Innocence and Masks of Evil. Then in 1919 we have Treasure of the Peacock's Eye, and Winds of Change. Then in 1920 we have Mystery of the Blues, The Scandal of 1920, and Hollywood Follies. Then we cut to 1935 and we have my personal favorite film in the series, The Temple of Doom. The following year we have Raiders of the Lost Ark. Then in 1938 we have The Last Crusade, the rest of the film. Then in 1944 we have the flashbacks that will be in the 5th film, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Then in 1950 we have the bookend of Mystery of the Blues. So in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, each episode would have a bookend of Indiana Jones at some point telling a story about his youth. Most of them took place in the present day of the 1990s when the show came out, and Indiana would be an old man telling a story to someone. And but in the episode Mystery of the Blues, it takes place in 1950, and they actually got Harrison Ford back to do the bookends. And again, he's telling the story of what happened in that episode for him, the present. But for the main timeline of the show, the past. Then, 7 years later, we have The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Then in 1969, we have the rest of The Dial of Destiny. And from cutting ahead, we have between 1992 and 1993 the bookends of the other episodes of the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the timeline of the Indiana Jones films and show. So, once again, this is a bit different than how I normally do timeline episodes, but let me know if you'd like me to do something more like this in the next one, or re-upload older episodes where I did timelines in this style. So, yeah, what is your favorite Indiana Jones film? And have you seen The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles? It's a really good show. I've only seen a few episodes, but I've liked what I've seen. So, thank you so much for listening to the National Timely Action Hour. Once again, my name is Aidan, and I sincerely hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you, and goodbye.